Estás escuchando The Bad Guy Show con Dishon el Villano y yo, D Raga. Yeah.
All right. It's the Bad Guy Show. You know what it is. Sunday night, so we're here, and it's close to a special date. So let me just make this do the intro correctly. El Bad Guy Show live on the Great FM WKMTDB. Somos la gran FM Latina, The Great FM. Eso saben lo que es el Bad Guy Show. Y bueno, hoy es un día especial because, well, every Sunday is special, right? But this one is extra special because it's right close to D Raga's birthday. So the birthday girl had an excellent plan today to invite a bunch of chicks up in my fucking show. No. she decided to invite some very interesting, talented human beings.
That just happened they're females?
That just happened to be female out here, and so we're gonna do it today. How you doing?
Good. Happy that my girls are here.
Well, it's almost your birthday because your birthday's on on Tuesday.
Yes.
I
was looking at it.
Supposed to know this, but I mean, it's a change of pace, I guess, for the Bad Guy Show because we always interview artists and stuff like that. So today we have a great, beautiful cast with us. We have starting from the blunt rotation.
¿Quieres que yo las presente?
You go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm actually just supposed to do the intro. You're supposed to do everything else. So,
exactly.
Welcome to the Bad Guy Show. It's my turn to fade away.
Okay, a couple weeks ago we had Christy.
Yes.
Christy's an amazing, beautiful singer. We connect really nice. We like her. We love her music.
Yes.
She just started a new band as a lead singer, so congratulations.
Thank you.
In the tea. we want to know the tea.
Yeah, you're definitely going to let us know.
We have Alex from Healthy Alex. We had Alex and Liz, which is herpreneur. We had both a couple months.
Yes.
A couple months ago. So yeah, and then I have my beautiful friend. No. And then I have my beautiful friend Lily. He's my hairstylist and friend from a long time.
Hey.
Okay.
We were just on a topic that I really thought was interesting for you girls to talk about.
You're like going right there.
I'm just going in. I want you guys to like really go in on it. The topic was, you guys were talking about how hard it is to find a man in Miami.
We weren't planning.
And you guys got a lot to say about that. So go ahead.
I have one. So
no, well, not you, but the general consensus here. Why is it so hard to find a man?
These men ain't shit. Right.
Would you care to elaborate?
We'll be here all night if we do.
We'll be here all night. I think there's plenty of good men out there. It's hard to find.
They're not here.
They're here. You just have to really search. And
You think they're here in Miami?
yeah,
No.
I do believe they're in Miami.
Well,
It's
you're from
just
Miami, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Finding a partner, but finding a partner is not just finding a partner. You're finding someone that you guys have the same values, same beliefs. You're sexually attracted. You're physically attracted. Like you have to line up on so many things. It has to be like a good formulation for you guys to bring your lives together and do this thing called life. And I think that's just really difficult overall.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I think having standards. Also
what do you think, Liz?
Same thing. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot out here for a pimp.
Yep.
How about you, Christy?
I don't know. I feel I'm like okay, my turn. No. But I just feel like so yeah, people are looking for a relationship, but then I think that when they find it, they're like kind of all over the place because of how Miami is. You know what I mean? Like
It's a playground.
yeah. So it's like they want like their cake and they want to eat it too. Like I
So
don't
it's
know.
easy to.
People don't really know what they want. I think.
How about you, Alex? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree with what everybody said, and also I think depending on where you find yourself day to day, right? So if you work for yourself, or if you work with, we were talking like if you tend to work in the setting with a lot of other women, I guess it's making that extra effort or being intentional about putting yourself out there in situations, right, or settings, or finding things to do where you is increase the potential of meeting someone with similar values. So it's definitely an added challenge, right? Because
Yeah.
everyone's so busy too, right? So it's finding that, I guess, opportunities where you have the chance to meet, and it's not always easy.
And
So-
finding, sorry to cut you off, people that like want to support you in what you're doing also. 'Cause-
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, because jobs are not like, 9 to 5s anymore where it's a lot more. So
Yeah.
it's
Who
finding someone
values-
who's gonna be there with you every step of the way.
Be okay with you
Exactly.
working whatever schedule it is.
Yeah.
And who,
Yeah.
who respects what you do, right? And
Mhm.
can feel proud of you and, like you said,
Exactly.
support it.
Now, how about some trifling men stories? Y'all don't gotta name no names, but go ahead. Spill the tea. Let's hear
Why
some.
are we making this about
I
that?
exactly.
Yeah. Let's, I don't know.
I mean, we could.
I just, I don't know. What else do y'all women
No, I
talk
wanna-
about? Shopping?
Yeah, I want to ask something. Like, do you guys think that is like the competition? Okay, because I have a lot of comments from different people, right? Like about the Miami girls, like this stereotypical idea that Miami girls, they want men to buy everything for them and pay everything for them, and and men look for a Miami chick that is gonna look in a certain way, big ass, big titties, slim,
big
things
old
like that.
lips.
So like. What do you guys think about this specific standards and competition, quote unquote? Because I don't think it's competition, but men see it like that. And men talk shit, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But their comments, yes, a lot. So their comments are more like, oh, it's a competition out there. It's like so hard, so many girls. Like, what do you guys see? Is it really competition? Is there really like a lot of beautiful girls in Miami? And are Miami girls like this? Like they want a man to buy and pay for them shit? Like, I don't think that's the case.
Well, us here, we're all entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
So we buy our own stuff. So, but yeah, I think there are a lot of beautiful people here. So it can be a playground, But yeah, so that's part of
So
what
cheating
we
is
are.
an issue? But
I mean,
it goes both
that
ways.
depends on the person. I feel like,
Right.
yeah,
But it goes both
Yeah.
ways. Right?
I guess not in
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I don't think in this group.
Right.
What do you think?
Does it go both ways?
I mean, come
No.
on. Women and men cheat at the same rate, right?
No, I
just
think
feel
men
no.
cheat more.
I just feel like
Honestly,
men are
I
always
see a lot
looking
of
for
There you go. Here we go.
A lot of women
Just the men are the ones that
men
get
are
caught.
looking for the next
Right.
best
Well, that's a good
thing.
point, yeah.
Wait,
That's
women are?
everybody.
Women are?
Everybody's looking for the next best thing,
Okay.
but I don't think that's just Miami. I just think that's everywhere. Social media has set really unrealistic
Yes.
expectations of what you're supposed to look like, what your life is supposed to look like, and it's just we're living a fucking fantasy. Miami's a fantasy. It's not real.
Yeah.
So what do you go
It's
for?
true.
Do you go for the fantasy?
Hell no.
I
Not
think so.
me.
So see, it's also about like how we control the situation we're in, right? Like, because at the end of the day, okay, from a man's perspective, right? As a man, we're not gonna have control over if a woman cheats on us or not. So it's up to us to have kind of like that security in ourselves to be respectful and treat the woman that we like with that certain, I don't know.
And I think I
Respect.
can talk for my girls. Like, I don't think they look for a man to pay for their shit, but
Well, I didn't
definitely a
mention
man
that.
that
I
can
didn't
have like the
mention that.
details of being like, hey, I'm not gonna pay for your bills, but I'm gonna bring you flowers. So I noticed that maybe though I like some shoes for you, and then I thought about you, and you mentioned you like these kind of shoes, and I saw them and I thought about you. Or hey, I bought you a day at the spa. I know sometimes you're stressed, so it's not about buying or paying for a
You know what?
female's bills.
Growing
So
up
they
in
can treat you to
Colombia,
something nice
Exactly.
once in a while,
growing up in
right?
Colombia, one of the advice, like some of the advice that was always given to me was to be detallista.
Okay.
I don't think that kids here get that advice. Like in the United States. And I-
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like-
it's a like I call it like the TikTok era. Like
Right.
I don't know, like all this generation now, like they don't really do much.
right.
Like guys, in my opinion, now like se lo creen. Like they think that they just deserve every female and that they don't have to do shit.
That sucks. That's true.
They don't have to like court anymore.
Right. Right.
Because the
right.
females not go to you because you make the money or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, no,
Sucks.
definitely. It's and I think it comes. I have a 15-year-old boy, so it's like it's at least with him, it's like my responsibility to show him by example and by, you know, I say like, well, it's like, Dad, don't talk. I don't want to hear that about that. But it's like, no, I tell them, like, listen, this is how you gotta, you know what I mean? And it goes beyond opening doors and shit like that. It's just, it's how you treat the person, it's how you talk to the person, it's how you take interest in the little things and shit like that. I bore him with shit like that, you know what I mean? But I think that's the problem with a lot of the generations and now, and it's like, yes, the new generations, but even people as old as me is acting like they brand new type shit. You know, people older than me are acting like TikTok generation.
I wanted to talk about this when Marcela was here because she's a new perspective about that.
She ain't here, so se lo perdió.
No, ella viene. But are we gonna keep talking about men?
Okay, no, talk about whatever you want. It's your show, man. It's your show. It's literally your show.
No. I wanted each one of them to talk about them a little bit, like how they.
That's cool.
What they do. I know they all have like different backgrounds,
yeah.
And we talk a little bit with you three because you guys have been here before. We talk a little bit in the past, but I want to go back a little bit on how difficult in a woman's perspective, in a female perspective, how difficult it's been for you guys to go through your businesses and all the things that you guys do. So, do you want to start?
Wait, what was the question?
Well, Lily hasn't ever been here, so go ahead and like introduce yourself, and then kind of like what you said.
Yeah. Tell us like what you do and how you started in the industry, how you started with everything in the business that you have right now, and how it's been the struggle of being a female. Put you like. Is it a struggle because you're female? It's been harder because you're a female in the business, or?
I just think it's hard to be a female overall because let's talk about hormones real quick. It's a real thing. We need to like be aware of that we're biologically different from men.
Right.
But besides the point, I don't think it's been hard just because I'm a female. I think I don't know if it's been hard. It's just been like a learning experience for me. I started doing hair when I was 19. I was very young. I was actually a high school dropout, so I didn't really have any guidance prior to doing hair. And then I found hair, and to me it was God sent. I'm like, this, it just came out of nowhere. I had a natural talent for it, and it completely changed my life. So by the time I was 26, I was already opening up my hair salon, and I think maybe the struggle was that I was too young. Like, cool, you're opening up your salon, but there's a lot of things that come with opening up your own business.
Yes.
And at 26, like, come on, your brain is still not fully developed. Like, but it's been a beautiful experience overall. As hard as it is, it's always gonna be hard. Anybody that has a business knows that it is always gonna be hard. You're never gonna just sit back and just relax. No.
Do you think that set expectations for females, like when they own their own business, expectations of like you need to do more and you need to show more, or because you're female, it's different from being a male to a female? Like, do people expect more from you, or to act accordingly all the time? Like, I think it falls in like the professional way, but also in the professional expectations, like. Because I think for girls, I think society expects us to dress in a certain way and act in certain ways. And in professional environments, you cannot be very firm because you're aggressive and you're hormonal, like bitch.
And emotional.
Exactly, emotional and things like that. And do you think that plays a role in like the development day by day in your profession and what you do?
In my profession, yes, because I want to be able to relate to all women. I don't want to be too sexy or show too much body or like be a certain way because that's going to repel certain women. They're like, wow, I want to do my hair with her, like she's too much. So I want to be able to have a type of persona or image that kind of fits with everybody. But I think that's a good thing because I want to be able to relate to all types of women. I don't want to be one certain way and only have a certain type of client. I want to be able to have all types of women sitting in my chair. So in a way, I guess the dressing and all that just has, I guess, not affected, but had an impact on my business.
Yeah. How about you? Please, sorry.
So I know I've been on here before. So I have a women's clothing boutique, Liz Couture. And then a year after I opened that business, I opened Herpreneur, which is a community platform that supports local female entrepreneurs. and we produce pop-up markets throughout South Florida featuring all local female-owned businesses. And so I work with a lot of women because it's all female entrepreneurs, so I haven't faced that adversity where people are judging you for being a female entrepreneur, because we're all surrounded, we're all peers. And I think just going in with that confidence, like if I've ever had to reach out to a male-owned business, like looking for venues to work with, I mean, just coming in with the confidence and the knowledge that you have on what you can provide. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding. If you say, hey, these are the results that I've had, and you show, you have proof, you have tangible like evidence and results, then I mean, it's a no-brainer. So yeah, that's me.
How about you, Lindsay?
Yeah, so I run a healthy baking business called Healthy Eats by Alex, and I have a full-time career in child development, so this is something that I launched because I've always loved baking and I'm very passionate about health and wellness, so I started this and I do this in addition to my full-time job. But I was going to say, I don't feel like I've faced challenges or felt like, left out or discriminated against for being a female. The very first event that I did was actually through Liz. Somebody mentioned Liz's name. That was the very first pop-up market I ever did. So actually for me it was such a positive experience when I was launching this business, because I was surrounded by other women business owners who some were really new at this like I was at the time. Others were so experienced. So I feel like I was able to get really great guidance from other women in the small business community and make really nice, lasting connections too. So for me, it's been a very positive experience. And I mean, I feel like there's still so much that I'm learning every day about, about navigating this, but it's been positive.
I think you have it the worst, Chrissy. So I want to know your opinion.
Yeah.
Because you are in a very male-dominated industry.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Christy B. I'm an artist. I sing, I dance. I'm in a rock band now. So being an artist in a basically male-dominated industry, yeah, it's been hard just because, I am a pretty girl, so the moment I walk into the room, I'm already like sexualized, immediately. So it's like, it's really hard for me to like earn my respect, because I have to like really stand my ground and be like, hey man, like, I'm here to work, I'm not here to flirt with you, I'm not here to do any of that, like, respect me as an artist, because, I want to be here too, just like you. But yeah, it's hard, because I'm always the only female in the room. Yeah. Surrounded by a bunch of guys, so. But I mean, once you put that, like, hey, I'm here to do business, they see you like, okay, cool. I love Chrissy.
Yeah.
They're like, Chrissy's a great vibe. I'm like, yeah, just.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Because we are kind of in the same circles.
Mm-hmm.
So I know sometimes it's hard. And me as a producer and having like some decision making and some things that influence other men that are not in charge.
Right.
I see that they get it's uncomfortable for some of them to be like, why is this bitch telling me what to do and how to do it? And I'm like, bitch, because you don't know what I know and you're not doing what I'm doing, so shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Kind of thing, And sometimes you need to be like that for men to understand it the way it is.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying about the male-dominated situation.
Yeah.
But I want to come back to Liz, because you mentioned, and it's a very female. You work with females. You too, Lily.
Mm-hmm.
You guys work with pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
It's hormones and females and girls and all the time. and we talk about like business, and we talk about personal life. We talk about certain things. But how do you see the competition between females? Like, is that something that you guys deal with? Have you had those mompreneurs that are like in a competition, or they say a comment that is like in a bad vibe that it is, and it comes like the drama? Like, how is it in a day-by-day basis?
Well, for the most part, I feel like I set the tone to create like a positive community. So
You definitely do.
yeah, so I kind of, because whoever's the business owner or whatever really has to create that culture. It's your responsibility to create that culture. So there's that one-off person that doesn't buy into supporting all the female entrepreneurs, and then we just don't have them back, because I want to create a positive experience where we've all become friends. Like, I've become friends with these entrepreneurs, and we relate so much to each other, and we support each other, and we help each other. So it's actually been really positive in the way that we empower each other, actually. So there really hasn't been any of that jealousy. If anything, we'll share like tips. Hey, you can try this. I ran this type of sale. So it's really about creating that culture, and people feel the vibe. Like when people come shop at my markets, they say, oh my God, I love the energy, I love the vibe, because you can feel how everyone is, all the business owners are so positive, we're having fun, and you can, I don't know, I guess they can kind of sense the camaraderie between us. Energy. So we have a lot of regulars that have become fans of the Herpreneur markets, and customers that come repeatedly to all our events, regardless of the address or the location. Like I see the same faces coming, so they obviously feel the vibe, and they come to find so many unique things and connect with the business owners in person. You're connecting with the actual business owner, the creator,
right?
So we're seeing that customers are feeling like the positive energy, and they're enjoying the experience so much that they've become fans of the Herpreneur movement. So,
and you have so many vendors, like business owners, that come back to you and keep doing Herpreneur events repeatedly, right? So there's so many of us that we see each other, we're like, hey, how's it going? And everybody, like Liz said, we form friendships, and so that speaks to the tone that Liz has set, and in creating this community too. That it's not a revolving door of different vendors every event. It's a lot of the same ones, and always welcoming new faces too, which is I think really cool.
Yeah. So we have a lot of repeat vendors because they're seeing results and they like the environment. So it's easy to become friends, and
I want to know about you. Because you're with females all the time.
I am, but I've done the same thing. I feel like I've created a very safe space in my salon where women can come and be themselves and relax and just get your hair done. It's all positive.
Yeah.
I don't really see clients or women competing with each other like that. To me, it's more like a sanctuary. Like, just come, get your hair done, feel beautiful, feel good. Like,
no, and I can totally vouch for you because I've been in your market and I've been with you doing my hair. And even when I just go visit, we start talking shit and everybody chimes me like, yeah, that man is trash. Oh yeah, I saw that thing. And then we don't even know each other. Yeah. But we start a conversation about everything, right?
I agree. Yeah. There's a lot of support within the women in my salon.
Yeah.
It like how you said, you create that culture, and I think that works. As long as you believe in it and that's how you are as a person, you're gonna attract those type of people. Yep. Now, if you're competitive, you're jealous, you're envious, you're one of those girls, guess what? That's where you're gonna attract your business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, because in Miami, everything's so competitive. Like, women are always competing and stuff. So it's like refreshing to, see groups of women that are actually,
supporting each other,
being nice.
How do you see it? How do you see it with females in the industry? How you encounter with something that, like, situations where you like feel the jealousy?
Women in the industry can be divas.
Yeah.
I mean, men can be divas.
Yeah.
Women too.
It's tough because at first everyone's real nice, everyone's cool, but then like once I guess like you start showing like what you can do and stuff, like it's kind of like, oh wait, but I want to up her, like, or I want to like
very
say it better, or like it always becomes that, and I'm so like I don't. Like, when I see that start happening, like, I kind of, like, step back because I'm not like that. Like, I want to work with everybody. I want to build a team. Like, you can't do this by yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
You need people in your corner. And once you build, like, a legit team, like, your team is going to win. That's how I see it. So I haven't really found women to work with here in Miami, but, I'm always open to it. Reach out to me.
What kind of industries do you feel more comfortable? Like, I know you're in the music industry, but I know you told us you were a teacher.
Oh yes.
Like, have you been in like other industries that you feel more comfortable with, or some kind of people that you feel more comfortable with?
I mean, it's competitive everywhere. But I mean, I've been a teacher for 13 years now. 12, 13 years. I started when I was like 17, 18, and I love teaching. If I wasn't so passionate about singing, I would definitely, well actually, no, because they pay teachers like shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love teaching so much, but the pay is just not cutting it anymore. And it's sad. And I mean, once I have the money, I want to like help the education system. Like that's one goal of mine. Like just make it better. Like I just see so many like immigrant children come in, get thrown into a classroom. They have no idea what's going on. It's almost end of the school year, and they're just like lost. They don't speak English. Like, and the teachers are not like, great, we have another student. You know, like it's a lot. So yeah, I kind of want to help the education system, but I feel more comfortable in my singing environment. If I'm gonna be honest. Just because it's my passion, and it's what I've been doing my whole life.
You gotta go for yours.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, that's how I feel.
All right, so let's go into some music. I don't know if you want to pick something out there, if there's something already picked out, but I want to just give a big shout out to my people in Costa Rica, 1402 Radio FM. They transmit our show every Thursday, 8 to 10, Costa Rica time. So Costa Rica time. So thank you very much. Muchas gracias, 1402 FM Radio, Jinete Sin Caballo y RCD Internacional. Muchas gracias. Y nada, vamos con musiquita ahí y después volvemos un ratito más con las patronas del Bad Guy Show. Let's do it. We back, and it's El Bad Guy Show live on the Great FM, WKMTVB. We are the Gran FM Latina, connecting the world through music. You know how we do it, and yeah, it's been a great show today because it's been an all-female cast.
Are you happy with that?
Yes, I'm very happy with that.
He's nervous. Let's be honest.
He's intimidated.
I'm never intimidated. I'm always sweaty. I'm always sweaty. But it's very cool to be able to hear your grievances, your opinions. You guys, every which one of you has a very independent and a very echado pa'lante style. So I'm with it. I'm just here to listen to y'all. And go ahead and introduce your new guest. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she's mommy right now. There you go.
I want to introduce my very beautiful, amazing friend Marcela. She's a business owner, unfortunately, with another man. Oh my God! It's okay. We all have that one. in the middle of us.
Well deserved.
Anyway, she's a business owner. She's a florist. She's an artist. I love her. She's beautiful.
I love you more, girl.
She's an immigrant. She's from Brazil. So we're multilingual in this place right now.
Fala português.
Don't try. Anyway.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I had to invite you. I've been wanting to invite you for so long. We worked together. We had an event, Saudade, in the weekend of Mother's Day.
And she did it with me.
All the beautiful posts.
Yeah,
We had so much fun. It was amazing.
Your work is amazing.
As females, we work in Mother's Day. We worked the Mother's Day weekend.
Yes, it was crazy. But
It was
we made
crazy.
We made it, girl.
She's a mom. She brought Lennox.
Yes, you can
the
hear
building.
it. Yeah.
He's beautiful, but hey, that's how we do it. That's how females do it.
That's how we do it.
When did you start from Missouri?
I started from Missouri during the pandemic, and I lost my job, and then my husband lost his job, and I was that time I had my son. He was 6 months, and no, actually 6 months. He was 6 months when he started 3 months. I'm having a hard time to focus because he's singing in the back. Yes, that's how moms do. Okay, focus. So yeah, we started in the pandemic. I lost my job. My partner lost his job, and I started doing like cookies on my living room. And I was just doing deliveries, but people couldn't see each other. And then, I thought that wouldn't really work out well, but because people couldn't see each other, I started getting a lot of orders. So every day
I was out delivering flowers. It was cool. Everybody was just having babies that time. You know, there's not much to do. Yes, a lot of baby showers, congratulations, all that. It was pretty cool. And then after the pandemic, I started doing events. We started seeing people, we started seeing each other, and that's when things picked up. On our first anniversary, I did an installation. I had an installation of the mall on Mother's Day, so it was like our year anniversary. And then we had like these 2 beautiful cars full of flowers. They gave me the opportunity to put my sign with my logo there and tell people who we are. And yeah, since that job, I didn't stop. Since then, people have seen it and contact us. I work for many big brands. And yeah, today we're having fun. We started when people couldn't see each other, and then today we celebrate.
And now you rent a studio in Oakland Park, Florida?
Yes, we have a studio after 2 years almost working in my house. It was chaos because it was a baby, a dog, freelancers. It was chaos, pure chaos, yeah. But we have this studio now. It's still chaos, but it's better than it's out of my house.
She rents a studio for events.
Yes, I do.
She has a space for events.
And
She also works there, so if you guys
for
want to rent.
events, if you need for photo
That's good
shoots.
to know, actually.
Yes, girl.
I'm a singer, so-
It's very cute. Let's sing that, girl.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What were you doing before from Australia?
I was a bartender. Hi. I was a
Oh,
bartender.
you got shy.
Yeah.
Where were you bartending?
Oh, girl, I came from the.
Yes, you can do. You
From
can
the
say
shittiest to the best. Yeah, in Miami Beach.
In
All
Miami
Collins Avenue knows me. I was there bartending for everybody till 5 a.m. I made like a bit. And then I got my last job. I was pregnant, so that was my last job before becoming a florist. My last job was at SLS Hotel. For chef was Andres, so that was the best. I was great. Yeah, I was a celebrity chef. But girlfriend started a bad one, you know. Started from the bottom out here.
I need to mention this because you told me this before. Drake wanted to fuck her.
Oh, God.
No.
I said that.
Maybe not fuck her, but
Right there.
definitely
He was nice to me.
I
He
said
wanted
that.
to touch a
That
boob for
wasn't
sure.
You know, Diana told me the story, but like a bunch of times.
Because come on, Drake wanted to touch a boob.
No, girl, like, no, I was in my best shape then. I wasn't a mom. It was so cool. But no. But, no. It wasn't that. No, that.
Was it that
graphic.
deep? It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't that deep.
No,
you,
it was
you
not.
didn't. You didn't let it, but he wanted it. I know he wanted it. I know he wanted it.
No,
Oh, yeah, he wanted it.
For sure.
I was happy that I was married and I was chill and yeah.
You were like Drake, everything, but yeah, no, thank you.
No, thank you. No.
But you met celebrities.
I met many celebrities. I worked for many celebrities.
Yeah.
I bartended for Justin Bieber. Great. For the Kardashians, Lionel Richie, Leonardo DiCaprio. Many people. I don't remember. It was amazing.
Lionel Richie?
Leonardo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually broke all his glasses because he had glasses
What?
there. Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah. I tell only the good things. He was actually really nice to me after
Yeah?
breaking
Oh
all
my
his
God.
glasses. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Nice.
nice. 'Cause they could be assholes.
No,
Yeah.
super sweet. Actually, I never had any issues with any artist there. It was cool. I think also because when I started, I wasn't really from here, so I didn't know many of those people. I knew, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio, but and the Kardashians, because even if you don't want to follow
Oh,
them,
you
they're
didn't know
there.
who Lionel Richie was. Like, Lionel
I
Richie was just
didn't.
like,
I didn't.
oh,
You can
okay.
tell her. Okay, this is.
Oh,
No.
night. Come on, that's Lionel Richie.
Well, listen. A lot of people don't understand that Brazil is a whole other world.
Right.
Totally different to
Right.
everything what's going on. They speak another language.
Actually, it was probably
They
cool.
have their
It was probably
own-
cool that one person
Yeah,
didn't
their own
recognize Lionel
Yeah,
Richie.
of course.
He was probably like,
It was
all
popping,
right,
honestly.
cool.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I heard the song, but I didn't know.
didn't know
He
who
didn't
he
pull
was.
one
Yeah,
together.
I was there just doing my thing, and then
Yeah.
I broke his glasses, and then I was terrified. And then he just looked at me and said, "First you wanted to kill me," and then he was just super nice, and it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Well, he can afford the glasses. So
He
he's
can.
good.
I couldn't, but he
That's
how,
cool.
how was that work for you being a female? Was that like?
I was the only
I know I said it
You
like
were the
in a
only
funny
female there?
way.
Yeah.
Shut up.
So there's a thing, right? Some bartenders in Miami, they're all amazing. So, but some places they are more females. They use like the tiny clothes and they're the club and they make great money.
I
And
think
why
I've
not
seen
get
it.
us some?
I think I've seen it.
Quiet.
I might have seen it.
And then, and of course, you do what you gotta do. If you feel comfortable with that, why not? That's amazing. But at that time, I didn't really feel comfortable with that. So I was just working behind the bar with mostly male. I was always the only female. I always had the hard drinks to make, the craziest stuff. And I was wearing like a tie, a tie with a vest and all that.
Wow.
I have pictures. I have all the receipts.
So you were more like the cover.
Yes, but
Bartender.
then at the place that I was working with the celebrities, at night when we had the parties, I wear a dress, but a bodycon dress, nothing like lingerie, like
Yeah.
you know how some girls they wear that.
Yeah.
But I
You
would
never
wear-
like to be
no
like-
sexy, but not
Not
naked.
showing everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
It was fun. It was a very fun part. I was brand new here in the country, and I didn't have the car, so I would take my bike, those city bikes.
Mhm.
I would take the bike and I ride into some, like, I don't know, 10th Street, and then I would take another bike, and then I walk and I was there. It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, I know. I
So
would
rude.
ride a bike everywhere. I should do that again.
And you lived on the beach?
Huh?
You lived on the beach?
Yes,
Oh.
I lived on the beach, North Miami Beach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's a nice one.
How did having Lennox change your life as a
Everything.
bartender? But like as a bartender, like how does that dynamic change for you?
And did you want to bartend after these?
No, absolutely not. I did not want to bartend after Lennox. I bartended to the end of my pregnancy. I went to Ultra Festival. It was
You're
lit,
kidding
and
me.
he was
And you- And you were like this
That's
big.
why it's so much fun.
And you were this big.
My managers had to kick me out, basically.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not, and I
Wow.
had the receipts.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't like the blender. Every time I was using the blender,
He
for
didn't
the
like
drink, he was like, ugh, in my belly. I could feel him moving. You
Yeah,
know?
because he felt the whole.
Yeah, but he liked the music though. The music was,
Yeah, he was chill. That's cool.
It was
That's
chill.
cool.
And then, bartending, and I realized in the end of the pregnancy, I was like, I don't know how long it's going to take till my life get back to normal, sleeping. And part of me was like, oh, okay, it's going to be fine. I'm just going to go back after the 3 months and everything is going to be okay. Then he came to the world and my hormones like, nobody touch him. No, I got this. And I became a psycho, and then I never went back to the bar. No, I did. I actually did, but it took me a while. After 6 months, but going back to the bar, it was exhausting because he didn't sleep good. So working at night wasn't just for me anymore. And then that's how I found the flower world, because I was working at the bar and there was an event happening. And I started looking, I was like, ooh, this is fun, like movement, a lot of people doing crazy stuff. And then I asked the planner. The planner was working at the hotel at that time. And I said, hey, do you need any help? I was still pregnant watching that. And I asked her, and she didn't say anything. But after having the baby, she texted me back and said, hey, do you want to work with me as an intern? And I said, yeah, I do. And then I started working with the planner, and I hated it. It was awful.
Why she was a bitch? Or
I'm
Was she
no,
with
no,
the
no,
boss
she was
or
actually
was that-
very nice.
Yeah.
Planning is just not for me. I'm a mess. I can't plan anything. But but one day she needed help with the flowers, and she was doing the whole thing. She was designing and thing, and she just gave me the flowers. She was in a rush. She's like, "Can you do something with this?" I said, "Oh, sure, yeah, I can do something with this." And then I started playing around with the flowers, and I had so much fun. And when you finished, she goes like, "You did so good." I say, "Thank you. Do you know any like florist course around that I can take?" She's like, "You don't have to take a course, though. You have to work for people." So she gave me the contact of a florist, And I called her, and I had my first day, and it was a disaster. But I made it. Yeah. And then I started freelancing for people here in Miami, for people out of the States. I did Art Basel for florists from LA and New York. And then I realized that I wanted to do something different than what people were doing here. Art Basel kind of like brought my passion to what I do today, like more colorful, more funky, more fun. And I was just like, this is what I want to do. And yeah, it took me a while to do on my own. I took a pandemic to do it, because then, during the pandemic, I felt like I had nothing to lose. Because the flowers for me was just like a side job. I was still working, they were still doing the flowers, I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, and then today I do just flowers. It's
nice.
Flor Mosura if you're Hispanic, if you're Latina.
Flormosura.com.
Flor Mosura.
You got the website up, right?
Huh? I
Yeah,
do.
of course.
Flormosura.com.
We were having like conversations about.
They're talking shit about men.
Oh, let's.
She came ready.
She's ready for that.
Don't expose me, Diana.
No, but but your industry, it's female dominated.
Yes.
And we had conversations before, and we talk about this, and most of the girls here don't have such bad experiences with jealousy and the competition with females. But I know the floral industry is a little bit different.
It is.
So I want to know your experience working with other females, not only when they work freelancing for you,
Okay.
but other businesses like you that are also florists, that are also like they do weddings and they do events. Like, how do you see the competition? Do you see competition between females? Is this nasty? How is it in the floral industry for you?
I see competition. I do, but I try to not focus on that. I just do my thing. I think thank God. I think the way that things work out for me is just I try to do not focus on the competition. I try just to focus on getting better and doing better for myself. Because I know they can be toxic, and in the beginning I was a little bit upset, and I was just like, why is this happening? But today I feel like I just I don't care. I'm just doing my best to just get better in what I do, and I feel like there's space for everybody. I cannot take every job like any other class. Cannot just take all the jobs. There are jobs I guess for everybody. And yes, it can be toxic. It can be. Some people will not talk to you. Sometimes they'll be like, "Hey," and the person's like, "Ugh." And then I'm like, okay, whatever. And in the beginning, I was like, what did I do?
Right.
That
be like, personal issue.
Yeah. And then today I was just like, whatever. I can figure it out, people. It's just, it is what it is. And I met so many wonderful people in the industry too. I'm grateful for the people that gave me the opportunity to start without experience. I met wonderful people, and some people that are not so wonderful, but it's okay. Let's focus on
You take it as part of the experience.
Yeah, I take it as part of my experience. I don't do much to that. It's all good. It's life,
Nice.
I'm doing therapy. Yeah.
Therapy. That's a topic that I wanted to ask, because I don't know if you guys took therapy at some point, have taken therapy at some point. Are you guys taking therapy at some time? Like, what was the situation or the moment that brought you guys to, okay, I need therapy? Because I don't, but listen, no. I'm saying no. I'm gonna start with wait.
Hey, therapy.
We're drunk already.
It takes just a little.
Okay, well, I'll take
It's the bad guy show, so it's okay.
While you guys get situated, I'll start the floor. So therapy, I've never actually taken therapy, but I'm big on like mental health. So like every day I try to do a podcast of meditation, or taekwondo, whatever. But I had a point where I was like super depressed. Relationship, a 10-year, 9-year, whatever relationship,
Always.
took me to the fucking bottom. And shit. I was like, I gained a bunch of weight. Like, I was just like, I hit rock bottom for me. And like, I don't know, it got to a point where like I didn't want to feel the way I was feeling anymore.
Right.
You know, because everybody would try to help me and stuff like that, but I was like, you can't help me. Like,
You have to be ready to help yourself.
Yeah, I feel like depression and all that stuff, like, it's like on you. Like, you can't help anybody.
But
I
you know,
try
I
to
was
help
about-
so many of my friends too.
But I was about to say also that we're all Latinas, not all Hispanic, but Latinas and females. And I think that in Latin America, it's kind of like taboo. The whole like,
they don't believe in that shit.
Yes. Okay. What was your like?
Try to tell your Cuban mom you're depressed. ¿Depresión de qué? No me cogí.
Ponte a limpiar el cuarto.
Right. I've had one therapist and one holistic therapist. The difference between the first one, he was very hyper-focused on like sending me to a psychiatrist to get medication for my quote-unquote ADHD, which I believe we all kind of sort of have today. You know, I think we're all a little distracted.
Yeah.
My second therapist, she says she's not a therapist, but she is. She's a quote-unquote life coach. And she's a relationship coach and a sex coach.
Okay.
I wasn't getting the sex tips because I didn't go in for sex problems. But
you got them anyway?
I was going in for relationship issues because I felt like it was really hard for me to be in a relationship with a man. Going back to the man stuff, I really I would seek out help when I was having issues with men because I felt like I wasn't like normal. I just felt like a little crazy, I guess.
But it's cool. Look, it's cool that you actually acknowledge it and like you were able to like go seek help because people are so in denial. Like they don't seek help, and then it's like they just go through relationships and nothing works out for them in life. You know?
Yeah, and you know I haven't really had a lot of relationships, but the ones that I was in, I'm like, this is bad. Like I don't know how to like function in this. Turns out there's nothing wrong with me. It's just being human. And
It's man.
no, it's just being human. We all have our own experiences in life, and yeah. Well, anyways, she was great,
Yeah.
and she helped me.
You
a
still
lot.
going to see her, or
I actually
for how long?
I stopped seeing her 3 weeks ago. I felt like I was
Okay.
fine. I'm like, all right, like I don't really like need to go anymore. It's $200 an hour. She is worth it. She's worth the $200 an hour. But I was going once a week, and I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I got the most out of this, and I think I'm flying away a little free bird. Like, I learned. But I think therapy is really important for everybody. None of us are normal. If you say you're normal, you're fucking crazy. Like, this human experience is weird as fuck. Let's just agree with this. This is weird, and fuck it, take it for what it is.
Yeah. How about you, Marcela?
Me? Oh, girl. So I think it was therapy because of.
Okay, but you started therapy when? When do you start therapy? Have you done therapy before? When
No,
you started therapy?
it's bad. I started therapy. I'm 36, so I started therapy now.
How long? When did you start therapy? How long ago?
3 months ago.
3 months ago?
Yeah,
Okay.
as you said, Latino family. My mom. I need therapy. No, you don't. Go wash dishes. No, go go do your
You're not busy enough.
Yeah, like too much time in your hands. So I never really focus or prioritize therapy or anything like that. But then open a business and you're married and you're a mom and you so much going on, so much pressure. Doing events and make sure that everything is perfect. Everything needs to be perfect. And so many people trying to talk to you about the most important day, and it's a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
Ordering, finding people, hiring. I honestly felt really grateful, but also very overwhelmed with all the work.
Yeah.
Because it didn't matter if I was off or not. I always had to work. I barely had time for self-care or for anything. Of course, on my days off, I want to give to my son. And that's not healthy because you needed to find, time for yourself and balance. I had a very hard time to find a balance. I was like a workaholic, because I was just like, no, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do that. And if you lack, you just don't have a life. And I went to therapy to find balance, and it's great. I'm still willing. I found balance, and I found out a lot of things, and yeah, now
Work in progress.
work in progress for sure.
Liz, have you
Yes, we gotta go there.
No, I haven't, but I do see the benefit in it.
Yeah.
I do think that everyone can benefit from some type of coaching or, bettering their mental health or going. So I'm definitely pro therapy.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced it personally yet, but I'm definitely open to it.
Do you come from this background of your family being like, oh no, you don't need therapy. You need to be busy.
Yeah,
or
my
you need-
family doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
and even us, we don't really go. Yeah, we're just. It's not something that's openly
Discuss. or-
Even though I feel like my parents are more Americanized, because my
Yeah.
mom came when she was very young, at 5 years old and stuff like that. So I think they're more open to it now, but definitely growing up, it wasn't anything that I heard of my family going or anything like that.
Right.
There was nothing that
it wasn't something
discussed.
common. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Alex?
So it's so funny. So my mom is from Ecuador, and she also came here really young, at about age 5. And she studied neuropsychology. So within my, nuclear family, there wasn't so much a stigma attached to it. But I think for my grandparents, it wasn't like, what is that? There's no need for that. So I haven't personally gone through formal therapy, but I have a background in psychology, and I studied coaching as well. And when I was in the coaching program, a cool thing was like a requirement was that you had to get coaching yourself, which was a wonderful experience because it really parallels what therapy is too, and I think it has the same benefits. And I agree with everybody. I think everybody could benefit from whether it's therapy, coaching, anything. It's working on yourself, gaining some insight, with someone not to tell you what to do, but like to guide you, which builds you up, it empowers you, and it sounds like that's been your experience and Lee's experience, so I definitely am an advocate for it.
Yeah.
And how about you, Chrissy?
Well, I haven't personally gone to like a therapist. I do have a friend therapist, so I call her and I'm like, hey, I need to talk therapy real quick.
Unofficial.
Yeah.
It's a service?
What?
You said it's a service?
What's
You
my
have a
friend?
friend?
A friend.
No, she's
Oh.
my friend. She's my friend.
Oh,
I
okay,
call
okay,
her. I'm like,
okay.
hey, I need
Okay.
to use you as a therapist right now. She's like, go.
Okay.
I'm like, okay.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like I like mental health and I like psychology and I'm really like intrigued in all of that. So I try to work on myself every day. Like I try to be my own therapist. You know what I mean? Or if I can't do that, I try to like find those people in my life that I could talk to and be like, hey, I'm feeling this way. I need to get it out. Like I'm a person that I need to get my feelings out. Like I used to hold on to them, so I learned like no, not good. So like I'm more open nowadays where like if I'm feeling a certain type of way, like I need to say it because it's gonna explode in my brain.
It's good though.
Yeah. But I do think that every single person, guys and girls, need to not necessarily go to a therapist, but like talk about your emotions. Speak about
I
what's
think people
going
that talk
on
about
in
their
your
emotions
brain.
are weird.
Of course you gotta say something like
And I
that.
stay away from them.
No.
As much as possible.
I'm gonna put it out.
Ay.
Says the guy that came with me and my kids for like 5 years to take therapy every week. Exactly.
I recognize we needed it.
You see, but if everybody does that, like, I feel like people are just weird as fuck nowadays, and it's because like they're just like, oh no, I can't talk about that because it's gonna ruin things.
Yeah, it's a
I
stigma.
had somebody
It's
tell
a
me that the other day, like,
stigma.
I can't talk about that because it's gonna ruin things. I'm like,
It
what do you
does
mean?
ruin things.
Yeah, because
about things all the time.
because you're
And it
exposing
scares
your
people
truth.
away,
I
yeah.
know.
A lot of people don't want to hear the truth.
It's not for the
But
not for
I'm
the
the
weak,
type of
man.
person that like tell me the truth. If I don't like it right now, like that's fine. But at least like we are being real with each other. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Why do you fake? Like, I hate
Yeah.
the fake shit. It's so
Yeah.
fake nowadays. You have to
Totally.
just be real.
Totally.
I agree.
Express yourself. Who cares? Have a little confrontation.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, but me and my family, we took therapy for 5 years. The kids needed it.
We needed it.
We needed it. I come from a background where my mother was in the health industry and in the psychological
She needs help.
area. And, yeah, she needs help. You know, it's never been more true that saying, en casa de herrero, cuchillo de palo.
Yep.
It means that, like, you know, like,
Yep.
yeah, like, she was all into the mental health, and that's what she went to school for. But we was craziest at home. Like, there's a thing about my mom going to work to be with crazy people all day, and then she come home, she kind of crazy herself.
Yeah.
You know, and my mom is a little bit crazy, like even out of like.
Latinos
That's what I'm
are wild.
So in my family,
I was definitely crazy myself, dude.
in my family, the getting therapy was actually encouraged.
Yeah.
You know, like, even though my mom, like, is an immigrant to this country, even though I came up, like, with like, first generation born in this country, my mom did have a lot of that, like, Americanism with her.
Yeah.
So for her, it wasn't such a taboo. With my dad, maybe it was a little bit more, but at the end of the day, I guess, with my family, with my relationship, with my kids and everything, if it wasn't for therapy, I don't know where we would be. Because we my kids had it really, really tough. Like, we really, like, unfortunately had them, we made it tough for them. You know what I'm saying? And they had to, we needed that person, that extra person to speak to.
Yeah. And I think that, I mean, I know you girls are not moms yet. I don't know if you guys want to be moms. Marcela is a mom. I'm a mom.
I'm a mom too.
Where's my man?
You're a mamacita. That's different. You guys are not moms. You guys are mamacitas. It's different.
No, but, like, to be honest with you, I think that not a lot of people think about this, but I think you need therapy before you have a kid. Because it's not when you see I mean, my kids are old as fuck. My daughter, he just turned 18. My son is going to turn 16. And now is when you actually see the effects of everything that they went through. You know, like, if they needed therapy or not, how you needed, how I am a mom, as a mom, needed therapy to deal with not only myself but the world, you know, and how I was passing through all my problems and all my traumas and all my issues to them. It's now that I see in them, and I need to, like, and it's very hard as a mom to understand when your kids are old, you have all these expectations about, like, your kids are gonna be the most successful person because you raise them to be the most amazing human beings, but it turns out that your kids are humans, and they're different humans, and they build their personality not based off your expectations.
Right.
So it's very hard to get into those times, 18, 19, when my kids are right now, and understand, like, damn, I have all these expectations of my kids because I raised them and I try to give them all this, but they're their own person, and they don't they don't align to my expectations.
Yeah.
So I think that no one told me this, and I don't think no one, even moms, your mom, my mom never told me, like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Exactly. There's no manual to be.
No, they were trying to make you to that expectation.
Yeah. But if I can advise something to you, if you guys want to have future moms, it's get the therapy that you guys need before you get a kid. You have a kid, because I think that that gives you perspective and more perspective of how life can become.
Or even, you know what? I don't even think, like, you need therapy. You could just speak to somebody who's gone through it and take your ego out of it, I guess, and kind of, like, relate to it in a kind of, like,
and also because
level.
you kind of lose yourself when you have a baby, and a lot of people just say, oh, it's a bundle of joy, oh, it's so cute, but people, exactly. And the little that you know, it's, you go through hell. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's the most beautiful love ever. It's like, it completely changes you, but that change it's a hard change. You're gonna lose yourself, and you're gonna have to find yourself again and get that balance. And I wasn't ready for that, you know.
Right before you came, we were talking about how in society, like, we as men, right, like, as a man speaking for men, I guess, we could say, oh, like, women have, like, a certain, like, the 50% of that women's supposed to give. And in that 50% that the women are supposed to give, that 50% includes like taking care of a life, giving birth to the life. It also includes personal goals and everything like that. A man's 50%, or quote quote, the man's 50%. Is it really 50%? Because we're not giving life. We're not taking care of that life as the woman is. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that bond with that life as the woman has. So I kind of think like, oh well, it's actually pretty unfair for us men to have it so good, because it's like our 50% doesn't include that life. We don't have to take.
It's a different thing, but it's very important too. Like having a partner through the process is huge.
No, I can imagine. I can imagine like single mothers really have it the
Shout out
hardest.
to all the single mothers, because it's no
100%.
joke. But yeah, I think that the thing is, people don't really talk about all the things that happen through the process, you know? Oh, it's just beautiful, this and that. Yeah, it's beautiful. But till you get there to this beautiful moment, this beautiful
and then
you're gonna go through hell. And it's okay, you know? Because it's just, you're gonna give you a newborn, they're gonna need you 24/7, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I was here by myself. My mom was in Brazil, and I would call her like, oh god,
What do I do?
this kid doesn't stop crying. And she's like, calm down. You're breaking your mouth. Shut up. First, Brazilian mom, shut up. Are you crazy? Cala a boca. And then I call a boca. I'm like, okay, all right. And then with time, it will come, and you will become this. You know, before I used to sleep like a stone, and now he goes like this, click. I'm like, you know.
So, unfortunately, the episode got away from me. We got 2 minutes to get out of here and say goodbye and all that.
And I want to end the show.
We gotta end the show quick.
Yes. I want to end the show thanking you all for being here. Probably I'm gonna cry right now, but I met you all in different parts of my life. Lily was one person that made my life way better. She knows this because I met her 2 months after my mom passed away. So my mom passed away today 7 years ago. Oh my god. It was very important for me to have this party because I haven't celebrated my birthday in so many years because I miss my mom so much. My mom, we didn't have the best relationship, but when I became a mom, she was my rock. She supported me when I moved to Miami. It was very hard for me. She knew I wanted it, my family. She knew I loved my husband. She knew I loved my kids. And she did everything to make my life easier. And she helped us when she was alive through the entire process to make our lives easier. It was very important for me to have this show today and you guys, because you guys are a very important point in my life. I met you through different times of my life. And you guys came in a very positive moment when I needed it. And today, I wanted to have you all here because today, I know I'm crying, but I didn't want it to be a sad day. I wanted it to be a day when I celebrate my mom. And that I lived my life through her. And I try to embrace everything that she taught me every day. And I just advise all of you to always hug your moms. I know moms can be annoying as fuck because I'm an annoying mom. So I know moms can be annoying as fuck. I know moms can be like, oh fuck you mom, shut up. But it's when you don't have them and you can't hear their voice when you're like, damn, I wish my mom was with me and I wish I had that person to talk. And as a mom, it's been very hard to not have my mom. But I've been very blessed to have you all females around me. You guys are all powerful and all amazing in all the lines of work and business that you do, and I admire you all. That's why I invited you guys. That's why I wanted you guys here. I didn't want to start the show crying and saying that's why I didn't say it before.
Waiting for the end.
And Marcela, the day that we did Saudade was Mother's Day, and I felt that day was also very important for me because I talked to my family, and I wish my mom was there to see all the things that I've done, and I know she's with me every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
We love you, girl. Yes, thank you so much for having
Thank you for making the
us.
show happen, baby. Thank you
We
for
love
making
it
this
so
show
much.
happen.
I always cry during these days because it's 2 days before my birthday. It was the hardest day of my life to not have my mom. Today is before my birthday,
Of
but
course, man.
I wanted to celebrate now. I don't want to be. I know I cried, but I don't want to be sad anymore. I wanna
Let's smoke
embrace
some
her.
beers. Get some beers. That's how we can.
Are we going to the cinema?
Let's go. Let's go. That's how she made. That's what makes her happy. Strip club. Please. She's so hard to please. She's so hard to please. This woman.
No, I bet you need that.
I hate it. I hate it.
Thank you so much, all.
All right,
I
so-
don't want to be
Yes.
So thank you everybody for coming through. Christy, Alex, Liz,
Marcela.
Marcela, Lily.
It's
And your
okay.
name. What's your name? What's your name again?
It's so bad with names.
I'm so bad with
okay.
it. I'm terrible with names. But I'm great with marijuana. So thank you guys for coming through, and Bad Guy Show. And hey, every couple months you guys said you're gonna come through and do the pink show,
We
right?
said it once a quarter, every
yeah.
quarter.
Every quarter. I think it should be more often, but
You think?
that's just my
Okay.
Oh, he
once
grew-
a month.
he grew too
Once a
much.
month, right?
Once a
I
month.
grew as a man.
He's enjoying it.
Oh yes, I am. So thank you guys very much for coming through, and well, let's end the show. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
It's a great show. It's a great show. Happy birthday, man. All right, let's go to some music. Go ahead, throw some music.